The heart is a balloon, shoots up through the stony ground. There's no room, no space to rent in this town. You're out of luck, and the reason that you had to care, the traffic is stuck, and you're not moving anywhere. You thought you found a friend to take you out of this place, someone you could lend a hand in return for grace. The heart is a balloon, shoots up through the stony ground. There's no room, no space to rent in this town. You're out of luck, and the reason that you had to care, the traffic is stuck, and you're not moving anywhere. You thought you found a friend to take you out of this place, someone you could lend a hand in return for grace. It's a beautiful day. Sky falls and feel like it's a beautiful day. So let it get away on the road. But you got no destination. You're in the mud, in the maze of her imagination. Your love is down, even if that doesn't ring true. You've been all over, and it's been all over you. It's a beautiful day.
Good evening everyone, and we are in Brazil for the final race of the season for Division 3, and we are about to go racing in Brazil with our sprint race. The first race will be the sprint. It will be like 12 laps long. You won't be expecting any pit stops unless you use your front wing, and then we go into the main event, the 50% race, to round off a fantastic season that we have had this season. Let's finish the season in style, guys. Let's finish it with a bang, not literally, with some good racing on track. Good luck everybody, and here we go. So remember, for the sprint it is reverse grid order for the sprint. So we will see the lights, Jay Hobson towards the back of the field. Well, he will be at the back of the field. He is our drivers' champion, and it will be the last time we see him racing in Division 3, as he will be promoted to Division 2 next season, along with a few others. I think there's still battles going on to see who that will be. I know Mark and Anubis will be staying in Division 3 as they are admins for the Division 3. As everyone knows, finishing putting their setups in. 3 seconds to go to the start of the sprint. Remember, no qualifying today. Get straight into the racing. Let's see who's got the right setups locked into their car. We will have a formation up then. Here we go. And I think the reserve start towards the back, but Mazza then will be the guy on pole today, followed by British and Kays, and the two Ferraris just behind him. Jay Parkin in fourth, Gaz in fifth, you're reckoning in the McLaren in sixth. He is then followed by the other Williams that spun up, Sargent and PA, DJ Triggs in P9, Paul Foss in 10th, Destructive J 11th, Mickey Granger 12th, Marina 13th, Mark 14th, Anubis 15th, J Hopton 16th, and Marty Tazlita and Simon rounding out the rest of the field. I'm just going to quickly turn down the volume of the cars so you'll be able to hear me better. There we go. So this is going to be a good 12 lap sprint race then. I'll just quickly check because I got a feeling some people may have changed tyres. There we go. Some people think they can get the softs to do 12 laps here. The likes of Mazza, Moon, Mark, Anubis and Giles, I think the softs can do 12 laps here. Their lap times may drop off towards the end and they will have to do a bit of nursing on them tyres through this sprint race. And most of the field then is on the mediums, and Marty Paul Foss playing it safe and going for the hard for these 12 laps. As we're coming round now to reform the grid, everyone's got to get them tyres warmed up. I'm just getting all my stuff ready here. So we'll go camera type broadcast. Gaps will be interval to the leader. Detail will, well, shouldn't really have to have the tyres on. We'll keep that to position game for the first lap. We'll take telemetry off as well. Here we go then. As the field lines up for the final time this season. Well, not the final time, we've still got the main race to come. Let's finish this season off. Bang, we had two cars got disqualified on that formation up. So as it then forms, the grid, well, the grid is quite chaotically spread out. How did the Ferraris get so far back there? Look at that, look at the Ferrari in second place. He's literally angled his car towards Mazza on the line here. Let's see how that's going to pan out for him. That could release Jay Parkin as well, though, if he gets a good start straight to the inside here. You want to defend the inside into the first corner. And it's lights. Out and away we go then. So Mazza gets a good start, but so does British. And he aimed his car at the Aston Martin, and he's going to make it into turn one. In the lead, we've got people on the ground, we've got cars spun. Oh, it's Mazza. Mazza starting on pole, is now at the back of the field, unfortunately for him. We've got a few cars back, we've got a few spins into the first turn. Destructive J, Mazza and Marty all coming in the cropper there. Let's see, particular strategies. You didn't see one stop on the softs here. It's a little bit further back there. Oh, there's a massive crash. There was a massive crash there. Mickey Granger and Jay Parkin. That was horrendous. Absolutely massive crash between them two. They're both going to have to pit. They've both got no front wing. I'm surprised. They've even got four wheels on the car here. That was an absolutely horrendous crash. Remember, you really want to have a good start here. You want to have a good race. You just want to stay clean. It's where you finish in the sprint will be where you start the main feature race. So as we go under virtual safety car, British leads. It's a Ferrari 1-2 at the moment. She's looking very good for the Ferrari guys. Gaz has made his way up to P3. You're reckoning it's P4. Biggest gain. Look at Jay Hobson. Jay Hobson made up 9 places on that lap. Make that 10 as the car darts into the pit. Marina's up 7. Mark's up 6. Tazlito's up to 9 places. Simon's up 10 places. Spanner, Anubis, Jay Parkin, Destructive J, Mickey Granger, all coming croppers in that opening lap, and they've all come into the pit. The virtual safety car is over them, and British leads this Grand Prix. And already pulled out a 4-second lead to his teammate Kays in second place. Kays then having to entertain Gaz just behind him. These guys not usually up the front battling for a podium position here, but this is a fantastic opportunity for them in these sprint races to do just that. I reckon in fourth. He's already been closed up though by Jay Hobson. He's gone from pretty much, I think it was 17th he started. No, 16th, sorry, and he's up to 5th already, and already latching onto the back of your reckoning here. DRS will be enabled on this following lap then. Just watching this battle then, because Jay Hobson already gets past. You reckon Jay Hobson is on the charge, and that's going to be the fastest lap surely for him. And there we go, it surely is. And just behind we've got Sargent and Moon having a good battle into turn one. The Haas driver just about getting ahead. DRS is now going to play a key part. Oh, wait a second. Gaz has retired. Kays has come a cropper as well, second and third. Both in the barrier at turn one. It was they were coming together between the two drivers there, between Kays and Gaz. We have another virtual safety car. It's not a full safety car. Kays picking up another penalty there. A bit of a collision with someone there. The field is just constantly changing. What's happening? Your reckoning has spun out at the top of the hill. He was up to P3 after the second and third of the crash there. Jay Hobson has gone from 16th to P2. What a fantastic opening 3 laps for our Drivers' Champion for this season. I wonder what happened there. Was there an incident between Kays and Gaz going into turn one? Straight shooting, there might have been. We've had 2 or 3 massive crashes already. Only virtual safety car coming out, and at the moment British leads this race by 4 seconds. But I have a feeling that's going to come down as we go on, as Porthos picks up a drive-through speeding onto the virtual safety car here. Not a great time, you know. This is not the way we would have wanted. I did say in the season with a bang, but not this kind of bang, guys. And British leads the way in that Ferrari. He is getting chased down by the AlphaTauri. Jay Hobson, the gap is coming down already. 4 tenths in that first sector alone. Jay Hobson on a charge. He'll be in striking range within 2 to 3 laps time. Keeps at this pace, it could be the next lap, to be fair. Mark's had a fantastic start to this race as well. He's up to P3, 11 places gained for him. I think Kays has had a spin, he has indeed. Kays has spun, and so has your reckoning has spun as well. Trying to find the closest battles on this track. So this is going to be the battle for P4. It's going to be the closest battle as we ride on board with Sargent. Looking backwards, he won't have the DRS one like the 2 cars behind. Next, Todd and Simon, they are chasing this Haas guy down. Look at the sparks change. I think he's gone a bit too low on his rider. Oh, he's touched the grass there on the entry to turn one. He got a good exit there. That was a fantastic exit. He's giving him the 3 or 4 takes he needs to try and defend the DRS here. Here we go. Must have been using the DRS there. He's kept his 4th position quite clear. And already Jay Hobson is on to British straight away. He took him a lap to gain up to him here, and already he's now battling him to take the lead of this race. He wants to lead this division in style as he's getting promoted to Division 2 next season. Oh well, Jay Hobson wait for the DRS here. He is losing time. Mark is also gaining on these 2 up here. Jay Hobson is trying to bide his time here. He'll ride on board. The British looking backwards. Jay Hobson is chasing him down. Where we have, he's got the DRS for definite. Where he have the big enough toe onto him. He does indeed. Jay Hobson late on the brakes, straight into P1 here. Fantastic overtake there from Jay Hobson. Now British going to have to defend. Oh, Toledo has had a DNF here. Right at the top of the hill. And we have got a full safety car now. This might see a few guys jump into the pits and smash on a pair of softs. Now remember, whatever tyres you use in this session you won't have in the next session. So you have 2 sets of mediums, 2 sets of hards, and 4 sets of softs. Some guys have gone for mediums twice already this race, so that way we're giving them some warm top world right into the next Few laps in the second race. Jay Hobson leads away. He needs a safety car. 15 places he has gained. Fantastic effort from him. British is in P2, Mark in P3, Simon P4, DJ Twigs P5, Sergeant 6, Mazza is in 7th, Case is in P8, Profast P9, Anubis in P10, Spanner P11, Marina P12, Jay Parkin just about going to get out the pits here before he gets lapped. I don't think Destructive Jay is going to have that luxury though. He will have to absolutely step on it here if he's going to beat these guys at the pit. And the same goes for Your Reckon. I think Your Reckon is not going to make it. Destructive Jay is going to be right on the edge of being lapped here. Just gets out ahead of Jay Hobson. He has just saved himself from being lapped here. That has got to be the luckiest pit stop yet. Literally beat Jay Hobson out the pit by 2-3 tenths of a second here. That'll give him the chance to catch back up to the field without being up. He's gonna have to do it very quickly here because in the sprint the safety car should only stay out for 1 or 2 laps here. But the two McLaren drivers then will have been lapped. Just following out Jay Hobson. Catching up with the rest of the field here. So we're going to have another lap of the safety car here. It's going to give the rest of the field a chance to catch up to McLaren's then. Unluckily, did not get out the pit in time to unlap themselves. They will now be part of that pack. I think the Destructive Jay may just about catch up to the field here. Just in time. He's going to have to, he will have nice warm tyres there for the restart. Two people have got penalties here, so look what type of penalties are. So 5 seconds from Mark's going to be speeding in the pit lane or contact under the safety car. But a drive through from Mazza, and he started on pole, spun out first corner, has got himself back up to 6, and now he's going to drop that down to P14 here. He has got a drive through to serve, unfortunately for him. There we go, got a mix of tyre strategies, mediums and softs on these cars. Most of the field didn't choose to pit there under that safety car. Jay Hobson and weaving around, get them tyres warmed up. Is the safety car gonna come in this lap? I don't think it is by the looks of it. The lights are still on that safety car, which means it will not be coming into pit. We're going to have another lap here. That means 9, 10, 10, 11, 12. It means we're going to have a 3-lap sprint towards the end then. I think Jobson was faking the dummy there, saying he might go into the pits. Dummied out of it the last second. He's going to have a quick drink while. And the safety car will be coming in now. The Jabson now will control the pace of this field. Yeah, them tyres, that last bit warmed up, that safety car may help the guys that started on the soft tyres just to expand that life. They should easily get to the end of this Grand Prix now. Not many people. But Jay Hobson had his gun. He didn't get the jump on British that I thought he would. Jay Hobson comes across the line. He will have a nice lead into turn 1. Where is P4? P4. Oh, British loses the wheel and he's managed to keep it going. 3 cars the rest into turn 2. British drops down to P4 then. And the leaders in are Jay Hobson, followed by Mark in P2 and Simon in the other AlphaTauri in P3 then. As we go back in then, we've got a 3-lap sprint race to the end. We will have, let me think, 1 lap. I forget virtual safety car. We will have 1 lap where we will not, where we should get DRS, and that should be on the final lap of the race. DJ K's is retired. Both Ferraris are retired on this lap then. Both K's and British retiring. Got 2 Ferraris who started P1, P2 and P3 are out of this race. Jay Hobson leads. He's already got the gap up to 2 seconds to Mark then. Mark not being able to go. Jay Hobson here on the restart. He's going to have Simon behind him. Simon's within that second. He's behind. We have Twigs and Ibis battling out for P4 into the first corner. We've got 2 cars going for it. That's Moon and Spanner. There's a battleground between them. It's quite close between the field then all the way to Jay Parkin. Mazda is having to pit again. Up front, Simon is chasing down Mark for that PT. Can he give him? And Ibis is all over the back of DJ Twigs as well. He may be regretting waiting for him to get into the session. He looks like he might. He's going to have to produce some sort of overtaking the next 2 laps to get past him. Here we go. Not close enough around these tight, twisty part of the track. Behind we've got Sargent and Destructive J and Puffos battling over P8 and P7 on the field. And Sargent there just defending that P8 right now. Back up to this battle that's going on ahead. DJ Twigs is going to have Anubis for company, but it's not close enough. Anubis is more under pressure from Muna behind. 5th place is up for grabs. They're not going to be close enough to Twigs and Neyman, but they should get the deal. Oh, Twigs has run deep into turn 1. It's going to compromise his line for T2. And Anubis right on his wing out. I've just got to keep an eye though. The DRS is open. He's going for the move on Twigs into turn 3. Anubis on the outside, there's a bit of contact. Anubis had to go off the track, and that's cost Anubis the place. To Muna as well. So Anubis, instead of gaining the position he was hoping for, has lost out there. And just behind, Spanner and Sargent go side by side at the top of the hill, but Spanner comes out on top and keeps his 7th place for the time being. We are having a proper ding-dong battle here on this final lap of the sprint race. Still got the main race to come here. That is 36 laps long. Jay Hobson though will now come to the line and take the win. Mark's going to come second. What's happened to Simon? Simon's dropped down to P11 here. He's had a disastrous last lap. Twigs though could grab the last podium position. He's going to be under pressure to the line from Muna. Right to the line, but Twigs gets it. Muna P4, Anubis P5, Destructive J P6, Spanner P7, Puffos P8, Sargent P9, Jake Barkin P10, Simon P11, Mazda 12, Nick Granger 13th, and you're reckoning in P14th then. And I also got a trophy there for spectating an online race, which obviously I've never done before. Maybe that's the first time it's happened without me being kicked. YouTube may have some hope yet. But that will be your starting lineup then for the main race. Jay Hobson will be on pole, Mark in second, Twigs in third, Muna fourth, Newbies P5, Destructive J P6, Spanner P7, Fourth Officer P8, Sergeant J Parkin, Simon Mazza. The team McLarens will round out the further of the field. They are the only guys that finished. The other guys will be starting at the back. I can't wait to see the battle between Twigs, Mooner and Newbies continue, and the same goes for Spanner, Sergeant and Fourth Officer, who are having a fantastic battle towards the end of that race as well. So here we go then. Well, the formation up there, the grid for now. Just gonna quickly scan through it. Let's see if we got anyone that's a ghost. Marks there, guys is there. Pretty sure our field is all here. We've just done 12 laps. We had a bit of carnage in 12 laps. Let's see what we're going to get in 36. Jay Hobson will lead us away on this feature race. Now, while we go around on the formation lap, let's have a look at the tyres people have chosen. And most of the field, I say about 70% of the field have gone for the medium tyres to start with. Some are going locking themselves into a two-stopper strategy here. They've gone for soft tyres. Right now, British has been disqualified. He must have had contact with someone. As I say, mediums and softs for most of the field. Hard tyres for Gaz at the back. Now he can make a one-stop can work here, but you can actually do hard to soft or soft to hard. If you stretch your tyres just that little bit longer than you should, you can do the one-stop on soft and hard. But the fastest strategy is for sure medium hard. Yeah, the benefit you get from the soft, right, how long you would have to be on the hards in the long run. Johnson then will come back right now then to the lineup on the grid. Now this is the final full race of the season for Division 3 before we kickstart the new season the following week. There's the cars now lying. Ooh, someone's gone flying around the edge there. And here we go, the Mercedes lineup. Jay Hobson. So, Jay Hobson lines up on pole position. On the grid now, this is the final full race of the season for Division 3 before we kickstart the new season. Here we go then. Jay Hobson on pole. He's going to send us away. And it's lights out and away we go. Great start from Jay Hobson there, but also from Twigs. Twigs is putting Mark under pressure to go into turn 1. Let's have a look. Twigs round the outside, he's going to have the inside for turn 2, and Twigs is up to P2. Fantastic stop, but he's dropped it straight away to Mark. He's got the better one into the second corner. British has retired. Paul Foster's retired as well. Oh god, there's absolute chaos at the back. Paul Foster and British, right. Mickey Granger's just about carried on going. Jay Parkin just about as well. Got a full safety car. Gabs gets 5 seconds for ignoring yellow flag, so he must have overtook someone in the safety car, not handed the position back. So start the race. Another chaotic start there. British and Porthos out by turn 2. Mickey Granger parking and went through the gravel there. Definitely picked up damage and spins. But out front, Twigs had a fantastic launch. He's on the soft tyres. Got a fantastic launch off that line. Jameson kept his first place. So Mark is in P2. Twigs is in P3. So as it stands to them, Nubis is in P4. Managing to get ahead of Mina. He lost that position to Mina on the last lap of the sprint race. He's got it back then, so he can keep his eyes focused back and trying to get past Twig, which he couldn't do in that sprint race. Destructive J in P6, Spanner P7, Simon in P8, Sergeant P9, Mazza 10th, Case 11th, Gaz is in 12th. And in the pit we have Marty, Jay Parkin, Toslito, and both McLarens here. Unluckily for Mickey Granger, he's had to wait for his teammate to have his car serviced. 2 front wings for the McLaren. They did not have a good sprint, and it looks like the race is not going their way. But look at the dirt on the side of that McLaren. That McLaren has definitely been through the gravel traps and a bit of the walls on that first lap. To Mickey Granger there. Luckily it's under safety car. He should be able to catch through. He will have to go quite quickly here because this is the first lap of safety car. We should get only 1 or maybe 2 more laps of safety car, so he's going to have to catch up to Phil quite rapidly here. He has gone for a fresh set of the medium tyres out. Out front then, Jay Hudson leads the race. So a fantastic season for him this season. Other standouts for me have been Mark and Anubis, as always. Fantastic performances from them. I enjoyed watching most of these guys race this season. The McLarens, Yorek and Mickey Granger have also improved loads this season. They, I reckon, will be towards the top end of Division 3 next season. Same goes for Mazza, Simon, Muna, all having fantastic seasons. So this season, slowly getting better and better. They should be up there as well next season. Gaz has improved loads as well since first joining the league. Same goes for Twigs. So it's a very good time to be in Division 3. It's going to be exciting next season, I reckon. Twigs and Marty have pitted on that lap as well. I don't know if they had damage. They also pitted. They should catch the back of the field though. If they're quick enough, the safety car may come in this lap if Marty catches up to the field quite quickly. Twigs though was in P3. He's decided to pit. He must have had damage because he wouldn't sacrifice P3 to drop down to P15. Track position loss is too much, especially at the early parts of the race. And he has gone for the hard, so he's going for a longer stint now then. Jefferson, yeah, the helmet in, he's AlphaTauri. Will the safety car be coming in this lap? It is, safety car is in on this lap, and so Jay Hobson will now take control of the pace and of the field. Can Mark and Anubis go with him on the restart? Can Jay Hobson catch them out here? Jay Hobson's quite good at the safety car race. Mark's all over the back of him here. Here we go. He's leaving it late, he doesn't want the McLaren to get the run on him as he's on. He timed that to perfection. He's got the jump on Mark to go into turn 1. Ooh, Mickey Granger and Twigs have come together there. One of them's in the pit. There is... What's that? There's the car in sector 3. You're reckoning retires from the race. Who is that? On my map, radar. It must be Tozzito who's retired there. It must be. You're reckoning he's retired as well. So we're down to just 15 then. Jay Hobson leads. got Mark Company behind him, but he's already pulling out that second gap. Keep it safe for the DRS. Mark's in P2. Nubis' teammate is in P3. He's on the soft tyre zone, and Nubis should be a little bit quicker than his teammate now for the next few laps. You can, right, they're looking 12 laps in the sprint, but you're looking at ideally around 8 laps of life in them soft tyres for maximum pace out of them. Calvin sits fastest lap of the race so far. Nubis is on the back of his teammate. Got a few battles going on. Twigs making some ground already. Twigs is up to P11. Oh no, Twigs is not up to P11. Twigs is now down to P15. He gets tangled with Jay Parkin into turn 2, and it's spun him round, and Twigs then down to P15, and that pit stop, I reckon, going to cost him. This is an interesting battle going on at the back here. This is a battle for P11, by the way. It's involving 4 cars. All swapping around here. They seem to have sorted themselves out for the time being. But Gaz is all over the back of Jay Parkin here. He will be looking for a way to get past Jay. That house driver struggling out these corners here. Seems to be losing his rail a bit. Yeah. Just watch it in now, because it's going to be a close one. We've got yellow flag, and sector 3 is Sargent, who has spun, and so has Mazda. Them two there have come together, I reckon. Let's get put Mazda under pressure here, because these guys have carried more speed around that final corner. Look at these guys all weaving about and everything. As Marty goes for the move. Marty Stroll late on the brakes. How late do you want to be? Now that was, he's in the Red Bull, and that was a Max Verstappen-esque kind of move there. Super late on the brakes there from Martin. He overtook 2 guys there, and Sargent retires. He's crashed out of turn 2. Oh, he's wedged in the barrier there, so we're going to have another safety car there, and we're only 6 laps in. This is our second safety car. I was really enjoying that battle there as well for P9. That was getting very tasty. P9 was between Mazda, Marty, Gaz, Mickey Granger, and Jay Parkin. Ooh, battling really hard there. And it was actually a very interesting thing. A no take of the day. It's definitely going to Marty there. Absolutely proper late on the brakes, and he weren't dangerously late on the brakes either. He managed to get it turned in and hit the apex, and it's given him that position as we just saw Mazda run off the track there, but he's got his position back roughly from Marty. Like I said, that was got definitely my overtake of the day so far. Nubis is in the pits. He's going to the medium tyres, and he's going to now lose track position to all of these guys. And he's going to now actually join that battle for that P9. Maybe he pitted because he was listening to the comms and thought, you know what, I want to be in that battle. That sounds interesting. He's now definitely going to be in that battle now. Whilst we're in the safety car, I'm going to grab a drink. So for the second time today, Jay Hudson will lead us away as his safety car comes in. We take our usual camera for then Watkin back from the leader. And once again, Mark is right on the winger. Jay Hudson catch him out for the second time today. I'm about to find maybe it's a ghost or something. Must have left the session. Jay Hudson goes. He gets a good restart there to Jay Hudson. Mark's not been able to go with him. Muna has just rejoined the session. He needs to get back in that car soon. He was in P3, but his AI will start losing these positions quite rapidly, and already he's lost 2 of them. Needs to gate control as soon as possible. Let's see if he can get it before Kays comes up onto the back of him. To go into turn 10, we've got another yellow flag. That's going to be for Simon. He's got it going again though. With all these guys battling away towards the back of this field again, battling over P8, P7. Mark, already Jasmine got ahead of Mark again, just up to Jade, up to P3. Spanner's up to P4. Muna, has he got control of his car? He does have control of his car. Muna's now in P5, hoping to get back in here. Okay, it's the yellow flag. That's going to be Jay parking. Look at these guys all having a proper battle here. Proper battle to the last race of the season. And Marty's up to P5. Fantastic for Marty here. Let's see if he can get any higher today. He's going to try and pull out the gap to Muna and Anubis behind him though if he can. Muna is into the pits. Anubis in P6. Field already spreading. Oh, there's a crash. There was a crash just behind. That was involving Mazza and Twigs by the looks of it. Mazza and Twigs come together. Aston Martin first of Aston Martin both lost place with the Aston Martins come off base. Twigs has lost a lot of time there. There's Miriam and Simon and Kays now all going to exit the pits in the next few seconds. Jay Hudson already pulling the lead. He's up to 2.5 seconds, but as I've seen so far today, every time he gets a gap of about 3 seconds, we hit a safety car. I don't want to jinx it, but that's the way it's been going today. Destructive J's looking quite tidy in P3 at the moment. He's keeping with Mark at the moment. He's just outside the DRS. Can he sneak into it here? Spanner is under pressure from Marty as we go towards the first corner. Here we go. DRS will be active on this lap. And as they're going side by side into turn 1 by the looks of it, Marty sets the fastest lap as well. Going to turn 1. Marty up to P4. Spanner should have the DRS so on him coming down, but he's not going to be close enough to him there. He's just watching that battle unfold. He's 2 seconds off back. He's slowly working his way back up through the field. He did pit under that safety car. Nicky Granger in P7, Gus P8, Maz P9, got Jay parking behind him. Twigs there, he's in P11. He's got Muna catching him at a rapid rate or not, so as we go to turn 3, Muna just not close enough to get a moved on. Twigs will keep following these two. It is the closest battle on the track. As we go to the top of the hill, Muna has a Thinkotronic around the outside of Twigs, so he couldn't get it to work. Late on the brakes again. These two now battling around sector 2. As we got through the undulating hills of Sao Paulo. Muna's throwing it down the inside of Twigs. Can he get the move done? Pushes Twigs a little bit wide, but it's still clean. And through goes Muna, but Twigs got to keep it on the back end of him here. Oh, he locked up a little bit there, did Twigs going to that corner, and now it's lost him a bit of time. He would have got the DRS, but up front then, already Marty has caught up to Destructive J, and they're now battling for P3. He's not close enough here. They try and move on him, or as we come to the top of the hill. Not close enough now. Simon's the fastest lap. These two are battling away for that P3 now. These losing a bit of time to Mark. Jay Hudson in front of him. This is catching up to Spanner as well in P5. So people are quite split apart here, but the gaps are slowly working their way in as he's felt he's quite mixed up here in terms of pace on this track, and we're starting to see that now. Now Destructive J is going to come under a serious amount of pressure from Marty here for his P3. They're going to go racing down the back straight into this first corner. Marty's going to have him though for sure. He does indeed, gets moved away before turn 1, but his ERS light is flashing. So Marty's going to have used most of his ERS can. Destructive J mounts an attack down to turn 4. On camera there, he might take the defensive line there just to make sure Destructive J doesn't have any chance back at getting that P3 from him. He's got to keep with him here. If we can stay within 6/10 there, he should be able to get DRS on the next lap and launch an attack back at him. Whilst these two have been battling, Spanners and the Anubis have slowly been creeping up on the back of these guys. Out front though, Jay Hobson got the gap up to 5 seconds then to Mark. As Mark, and looks like, well, Jay Hobson and Mark seem to be in a race on their own at the moment. Both got nice gaps here for first and second, and already Marty has pulled a gap to Destructive J to a 2.5 then. As Marty now starts to think about, can he hunt down Mark in P2? Destructive J then comes across the line. Destructive J and Spanner both used all their ERS up then. There is now a little DRS train forming for that P4 position. Destructive J is at the moment, but he's going to have Spanner and Anubis behind him, looking ready to pounce. All three of their ERS lights are all flashing here. They all need to do a bit of recharge then, especially if you're at the back, so you're going to not get the toe that you want. This is the closest battle on the field at the moment that I can see. And we will keep following it as we always do. We always try to follow the closest battle on the track. With updates throughout the field as we go through. Simon picks up a 3-second penalty. 14 laps in out of 36 here. Yellow flag in sector 1, and that's going to be Twigs. And Twigs, unfortunately, after having actually a really good end to that sprint race, he's not having a brilliant best of days here in the feature race. It looks like his season may be about to end in not the best style for him. He's coming close to being lapped here, which is not what he would want to see. Destructive J comes into the pit there on lap 15 and switches to the hard tyres. They should get into the end of this race, and I feel like Jay Hobson and Mark will stretch their medium tyres just for a few more laps here and then go to the hard tyres to the end of the Grand Prix, or wait it out and see if there's another safety car before they pit. Marty then in P3, he's not really making any inroads on Mark in P2. The gap is just hovering around 3 seconds. Up to P4. Anubis has got up to P4 here. Destructive J did pit, but Anubis did manage to get past Spanner on that lap at some point. Anubis up to P4, then keeping that Spanner out of his DRS zone. Now Spanner's going to be in trouble. He's got Mickey Granger now behind him. Granger, I don't know where he's come from. He seems to have snuck up on that Williams driver there. I haven't really noticed him, if I'm honest. Oh, no, Spanner didn't want any part of that battle. And he's into the pit zone with his 14 lap of mediums, and he will now switch to the hard tyre. I am guessing, I'm just waiting for that confirmation now. He does indeed, so he's going to go to the end then. Will Spanner managed to get out the pit ahead of Destructive J. There's Destructive J now. He's still going to be battling towards the end of the pit lane, but I'm pretty sure Destructive J has done the undercut on Spanner here, and an undercut it was. There was a second between them before the pits. It is now up to 4 odd seconds here, so there the medium tyres That undercut here looking very powerful. As people on them older medium tyres now then starting to struggle. One person that's not struggling is Jay Hobson. Gap up to 7.5 seconds for the leader here. He's showing very good qualities, and I'm wishing him the best of luck next season in Division 2. I hope he can do us all proud in Division 3 and go up there and show them how good of a racer he is and show them all up there. He has been a joy to watch this season. Definitely a worthy champion, and I can't wait to hear good things and a good report from him in Division 2. Our last is there again. Mark Peter at the moment. Just not having the pace to go. Jay Hobson. Mark has reigned on him by about 3-4 attempts there. The gap's still hovering between 2.5 to 3 seconds between them two. Nibis as well, not really making any inroads as well. He looks like he's in a bit of a no man's land in P4. Mickey Granger, P5 here. He sneakily worked his way up to P5. He will be looking to pit sooner rather than later. I think the same for Anubis here, because the undercut is working for Destructive J, and it's starting to work for Spanner as they get them hard tyres fired up and into the zones. Jay Hobson pits in. The leader of the race comes into the pits. He's definitely going to go to the hard tyres to the end now. Anyone else coming into pit? Mark choosing not to pit. Just walk it, make it crazy. The field is quite spread out then. Jay Hobson was the only one out the front runners to pit then. That undercut. Then he's not really going to have much of an effect for him. He's 7 seconds in the lead. He should come out in relatively clean air here. When he get ahead of Gaz, he does indeed. So Jay Hobson pits. He's got some fresh air then to attack on these hard tyres. By the time I feel that he catches up to Mickey Granger and Anubis, I feel like they will be coming into the pits for their final stops of the race. Got to get them hard tyres fired up there. The field is quite spread. It's pretty much 2 second gaps all across the field here. Simon's in the pits. Simon then going to have to be careful because he may get lapped. Should just make it out in time. DJ Twigs going to be battling Kaz. Kaz on the exit of this pit lane. These two are going to go side by side. He comes out the pit. But DJ Twigs will take P12 for the time being. Kaz them struggling out the pit there. But he's having an alright race. Did DNF in the first race. As Mark comes into the pits for his one and only stop, he hopes. Mark then comes out. He's going to come out behind Gaz here, but he will have some clean air to attack. I just want to see what the gap is to Mark. It was 8 seconds before the pit. What's the gap to Jay Hobson now? It's over 10 seconds. That undercut here is acting very strong, and as you can see, Jay Hobson's all over the back of Mickey Granger right now. Can just quickly change that to a gap to the leader, because the likes of Marty and Anubis here could find that they're going to struggle to come out ahead of the guys that pitted a few laps ago. The likes of Destructive James Spanner here are right on the cusp of Anubis, Mickey Granger and Marty here. They're going to maybe have to think about pitting sooner rather than later before they're going to lose that undercut and lose a position or two. As I say, that income to the pits comes Mick Granger. This will act as a sort of guide for Anubis here and Marty. See when Mickey Granger comes out the pits. He is in. What's going on here? Has he got a 5 second penalty? He has got a 5 second penalty. He's had to serve onto a fresh set of mediums, and out he goes. That's brought him out behind Destructive J. Where's Spanner? Spanner's going to come out with him. So that's a very close pit stop there, and these two are going to go racing as he comes out the pit. Where's Mickey? Going to come out about 2 seconds behind Spanner then. everyone's pretty much having our own single races here. The field's quite spread out. Close battle is for P12 at the moment between Twigs and K's. They're actually racing around turn 1 and turn 2 now. The gap between them only 0.2 of a second. As we come to the second DRS zone now, down towards the end of sector 1, turn 4. Okay, it's not close enough to get that DRS working effectively on Twigs for them for the time being. Marty leads as it stands. And Anubis is getting hunted down by Jay Hobson. Anubis doing a bit of wheeling. I don't think you want to be warming your tyres up. We have got 16 laps of this race to go, just under half race distance to go then. Marty picks up a 3-second penalty that may. There's Jay Hobson hunts Anubis down there and is catching quite quickly. So that guys had a phone call. So Marty there has got the net lead of this race. He's on 19 lap on me, so he surely cannot go much further into this race. He's got to be looking at pitting sooner rather than later. Gaz has just pitted. He's going to come out behind Mickey Granger. Spanner and Mickey Granger then going racing there. Then DRS going to be for Mickey Granger. Might not even need it. He's already got the move done. Mickey Granger's not giving it up though. As it comes down to turn 4. Mickey Granger takes it. Mickey Granger up to P7, then Spanner drops down to P8 then. Been some good battles throughout the field today. A few coming together, but relatively clean. Marty's staying out there. It's going to be 20 laps on them medium tyres. Marty really does not want to stop. And I feel like he may be thinking about going on to the softs for this final stint if he can stretch them a bit more. Then Anubis may do the same here. Anubis can get a couple more laps out of them mediums. He can go to the soft tyres on the end and go quick at the end. He's losing time to the guys behind him. Mark is down in P4, 12 seconds further back here from his teammate. Miller's in P5, so if Anubis pitted now, he would be looking at coming out in P6, P7. Marty will be looking at P5, P6. I feel they may be wanting to do a few extra laps here just so they can jump onto the softs for the last stint of this race. As I said, if you look at the track map, look, everyone is kind of spread out across the field. Just having a little bit of a leisurely drive today. The close battle is still going on for P12, that's between Twigs and K's here. These two battling around for that P12, and Simon's about to join that party as well. And finally Marty comes into the pits, and we'll keep an eye on him whilst keeping an eye on this battle for P12. Simon is joining that party indeed. It's going to be a three-way battle for P12. So he might then coming out the pits. Mark is going to get ahead of him. The battle for Marty is going to get out the pits for Mina. Comes round, Mina's going to be carrying a lot more speed than him. But I think Marty then's going to re-emerge in P4, but it will be a net P3 because Anubis is yet to make that pit stop that he will need to finish this race. Marty's gone from mediums to mediums then. Has he made a pit stop already in this race? Let me just quickly check that one. Marty has made a pit stop already in this race. He might have been able to go onto the medium tyres and go for the end here. I didn't know he had a second set of mediums, but he has indeed. So Jay Hobson then re-inherits his lead of this race. So Marty came out 2 seconds ahead of Muna. So it looks like Anubis to be pitted now will come out in P5. When is Anubis going to pit? And there he is, into the pits comes Anubis as I say that. As Jay Hobson then leads the way in this Grand Prix, 14 seconds in the good. Let's see where Anubis is going to re-emerge in that Mercedes car. Drops down, tyres on, off he goes. So then, 12 laps to go. Anubis decides I'm going to the soft tyre. He's going to have a bit of a battle to keep ahead of Destructive J as he comes out the pits. Destructive J has got ahead of him just about. It comes down, and Anubis comes out in P6 and 2/10 behind Destructive J, who's on the hard tyres. Now the tyre advantage is definitely going to be in Anubis' favour. Fresh softs versus 10 lap old hard tyres. And the sooner Anubis can get past him, the better it will be for his whole race here. He was battling these two guys before they made their pits earlier on into the race. Anubis will want to be clearing these guys quite soon and see if he can put loads of threat up front. Twigs retires from the race. He has done it in the pits though. He's given up. He was enjoying a battle for P12, but that has ended. So now occupies P12. Jay Hobson pits as well. So Jay Hobson then, from the lead at this Grand Prix, decides to take a pit stop. That's going to bring him out in P3, just ahead of Muna here. That's a very strange decision to come into the pits then, but he's made that decision. He's on softs then. Looks like he's going to go attacking a Marty and Mark then for the rest of this race. See if he can catch up to him. He may have been getting a bit bored out front. I thought he wants a bit of a challenge to finish this season off then. As he gets off, so we might just be making sure that he just gets the fastest lap as well, just to finish off in style. So Mark now leads the race. He's only half a second ahead of Marty. Marty is on fresh tyres, and not just fresh tyres, but mediums compared to Mark's hards here. And these two then going battling towards turn one. Marty got an absolute right drift from the DRS there and takes the lead of Mark here. So Marty leads this Grand Prix now. That Red Bull driver who had a fantastic overtake earlier on in the race, he now leads. Mark will be in P2. Jay Hobson down in P3. Muna P4. And Muna is already getting closed in by Anubis. 2 seconds in that last lap alone from Anubis. Will then soft tyres have that life to keep that pace up? We are into the last 10 laps of this race. As we come to the end of season, I think it's season 5 in All Elite Racing in Division 3. It's been a fantastic season of racing. Some major crashes, some major good performances. Overall, great performance. And Destructive J has a bit of a spin there. I do not know if he was just tapped from behind. He's lost his front wing. It's Destructive J there. Using his front right end plate there. Mickey Granger then up to P6. Don't know if there's a bit of contact between the two of them there. That may have to be reviewed, but it wasn't much if it was. As Jelson smashes the fastest lap and gets a 1 minute 10.4. And Mark has spun it into turn 2. And Mark then looked like he had a guaranteed podium, and that may have just slipped out of his grasp here. Mark is now down to P4. He's got his teammate on fresh softs behind him. But more importantly, Muna has got ahead of him here. Muna's on a lot older lap tyres here, 9 laps older in fact. Can Mark gain back up on Muna and retake a podium position here? He's had a spin. Looked like the podium was a guarantee more than anything for him. Marty leads. Jay Hobson is in P2. Muna P3. Mark P4. Anubis P5. Mickey Granger there in P6. Destructive J P7. He hasn't pitted. Destructive J, that front wing damage Obviously not causing too much of a disaster for him, or he may not even know he's got it. It's not that much damage, just the end plate has come off. Spanner is in 8th, trying to hunt him down there. Gaz is in P9, Mazza P10. Barking P11, Simon P12, Case in P13. As we know, going to the last 8 laps of this race. Marty leads, but he's getting hunted down now at a rapid rate of knots by Jay Hobson. He looks like he's going to start attacking him now for that lead of the race. We are got 8 laps to go. Marty knows they may keep the lead, might not be. He's probably losing the lead, probably more inevitable for him. So for him, it's more managing the gap to Muno in P3 and the guys behind. He has got a time penalty to Marty, so it's more now of managing that P2 really, you'd think, for that Red Bull driver. He had a fantastic race today though, showing a bit of a flex ready for next season. Marty then across the line, he's going to be coming under pressure from Jay Hobson behind, and just behind that we've got Mark. Mark has had another spin here. Mark's race is just slowly disintegrating. He looked like he was on for a guaranteed podium about 3 laps ago. He had a spin, dropped down to P4. He's had another spin, he's now dropped down to P6. Mark's race unravelling before our very eyes. But that has now unleashed his teammate really, and he was now up to P4. He's still gaining. I mean, the rate of knots he was gaining on Muna is slowly coming down. Muna's tyres are 20 laps old here. Nevis's are 5 laps old, but he's on the soft tyres. They will start losing their power and performance sooner rather than later. He's going to have to try and catch Muna sooner rather than later as well. As Jay Hobson then right on the back of Marty then. Good evening, Jamie. I am all good. I hope you're good as well. As we now watch Jay Hobson, the guy attacking for the lead. He's a drivers' champion and constructors' champion this season. Oh, we've got a yellow flag. We've got a safety car. A late safety car has been brought out. Destructive Jay is out of this race. He's crashed here. Oh, he's lost his rear tyre there. Lost his rear tyre. Everyone is going to be flying into the pit set for this fresh set of soft tyres then to go to the end. Muna's in the pit, Anubis in the pit, Mickey Granger in the pit, Mark in the pit. Gaz slowing down, he's trying not to break his Delta time here. Let's see, Gaz into the pit. I've got a feeling everyone's going to dart into the pit here. Right, Spanner going to do it. Is Spanner going to do it? No, Spanner decides he's staying out. Okay, Parkin wants to beat these soft tyres out. Right, Simon. This is going to actually invigorate Simon's race then. He has been lingering at the back after some bad and lucky form. Into the pit comes Simon. Ooh, hard on the brakes there. You heard the tyres squeal to stop. He pits. Mazda don't know. Mazda's already on fresh softs already. So pretty much the whole field is pitted except for Spanner and Mazda. Case in the pit as well. But the question here though, Marty and Jay Hobson are stuck behind the safety car, which is a disaster for them. The safety car come out too early for them to jump into the pits effectively. Are they going to pit? Marty, I think, has dived into the pits. Jay Hobson's going to stay out. But that's bad for Marty. Then he'd passed the pit lane entry as the safety car came out. So he's been stuck behind the safety car that whole lap and he's lost time. He would have come out back out in P2. He's now going to come back out in P5. It could be even P6. By the time Mark's come around, Mark's going to probably start flooring it here. These two are going to be close on the exit here. Mark and Marty battling out the pit, and it's going to be Mark. So Mark's gone from P2 to P6 because of that pit stop under the late safety car. Well, it's about time he had a bit of an unfortunate safety car for a Red Bull driver. I joke. I don't want to start any hay off, but Anubis didn't go for a set of softs there. He come in for a set of medium tyres in Anubis. Maybe he didn't have a fresh set of softs to get on that car. He's in P3 then, but he's good now, putting himself under pressure being on them mediums. You may be hoping that safety car stays out longer than what he would want. Moon's in P2. That safety car played out fantastically for Moona. His hard tyres were shot, and now he's been able to come in and put a new set of softs on. Just going through the field. So on this restart, everyone's going to be up with the field. No one's going to be laps, which is good to see. So everyone's going to have a chance then to put in the last few laps here. The end of the season is going to be a 3-lap sprint here in Division 3. Led away by Jay Hobson. Moona in P2, Anubis P3, Mickey Granger. There's been an injury all race, slowly working his way up the field. He's going to be in P4, Mark P5, Marty P6, Gaz P7, Mazat P8, Jay Parker 9, Simon 10. Spanner and Kays make up 11th and 12th now. We've come to the end of the race. Late safety cars always play a part, and there you go, look at the time penalties. Jay Parkin, that safety car's probably just cost Jay Parkin any points here. He's 14 seconds worth of penalties, but we have got a scattering of 3-second penalties here, which could end up benefiting Mazza and Mark here, especially. Sounds Mark will be running a net P4, and Mazza will be running P5 net here. So if safety car comes in on this lap, 34, 35, 36, 3-lap sprint race, with the last lap being gifting everyone a last DRS run. On board with Jay Hobson then. This will be the last one we need to safety car in Division 3. He's done a lot of them this season. It's not even about that. Jay Hobson safety car in on this lap for the third time this race. He will control the pace of the field on this restart. Both times before, it was a fantastic restart, and as we do on the safety car, we look at his rear wing to see if he can pull the trickaroo on the guys behind him. He goes Jay Hobson up. Weaving about when's he going to go. He left it late last time, so they didn't get the run on him into turn 1. He's building speed up, and he goes a bit earlier this time on the pantry this time. And right behind him, Moona and Anubis going to go racing into turn 1. Moona's got the inside line. Anubis having a look around the outside. Had to back out of it there. Trying to get a better line on Moona into the next corner. It's dropped a bit away. Moona's going to come under a bit of pressure for Anubis, but Mickey Granger's also in the hunt here. Yeah, the flag, oh, it's Mazda. Mazda's had a spin. At turn 2, that drops him down to P12, and that's out him out the pits. Jefferson already, look, 1.2 seconds out in the clear. Moona's having to defend P2 then from Anubis right now. It's going to be a frantic last few laps here throughout the field. Marty's made his way back up to P5. He's managed to get past Mark on that restart. He was guaranteed a P2 before that safety car. Now he's down in P5. He's got 2 laps to try and get himself back in that podium battle. He has got 3-second penalties, so it's looking very unlikely unless Moona and Anubis have an instant or pick up penalties themselves in the final 2 laps here. Everyone is going battling quite hard. A bit further back, Jay Parkin, 14 seconds worth of penalties. He is racing Gaz down to turn 1. These two side by side. Still side by side. And Gaz just about keeps ahead of Jay Parkin then. For the time being, he's in P7. He should keep that P7 though. Jay Parkin's got 14 seconds worth of penalties to do. He'll be dealing with the stewards after the race, unfortunately for him. And maybe having is right on the tail of Mooney. Anubis would absolutely love to pick up a P2 in the final race of the season. Remember, we will have DRS on this final lap. We will have it for the between turns 3 and 4, and then on the run down to the line on the final lap. So you're going to have it now. It will be after the first corner now. Behind Marty's all over the back of Mickey Granger here. These two are not going to be battling for P4 because of their penalties. Well, they think they're battling for P4, they're actually battling for P5 because Mark is within the 3 seconds of both of them here. And they're going side by side into turn 1. Oh, the McLaren's gone sideways! Don't know if there's contact there between Marty and Mickey Granger, but Mickey Granger did the power slide of the season there into turn 1. He's going to be under a lot of pressure from Gaz behind him. And that DRS didn't help Anubis, but I'm just looking now as Gaz goes through on Mickey Granger. Mickey Granger on the switchback gets his P6 back there. He power slided round turn 1. That was fantastic. And fantastic how he managed to keep it together as well. Kays has retired. There's been a big crash at the back of the field. Both Kays and Simon in the barrier right next to, on the opposite sides of the track. Have them two come together then, and that now gives Mazda a point at least in this race, and it will also give Jay Parkin a point as well. As we come to the line then, Jay Hobson, Drivers' Championship, Constructors' Championship. Good luck in Division 2, mate. You've got all my hopes and dreams with you. Moona comes in P2, Anubis gets P3 then on the line against Marty. He'll be happy to finish the season with podium. Marty finishes P4, Mark in P5. So what a frantic race that was. What a way to end the season, guys. Marty's driver of the day. To be fair, he's my driver of the day as well. I think the game's actually picked a good driver of the day, in my opinion, today. So there you go. Jay Hobson wins the sprint, wins the race. Clean sweep for him and the fastest lap as well. So a total of 34 points, the maximum you can take. Moona gets P2, Anubis P3, Mark P4, Marty P5. Oh no, wait, that's not it. Marty gets P4, Mark gets P5. He's on points for the whole weekend. Mickey Granger comes in P6, Gaz P7, Spanner P8, Jay Parker P9, Mazda P10. And Kays and Simon come together on that final lap. But in terms of points, Jay Hobson takes the maximum points. Moona got the second most points. For Anubis in third. Mark gets the fourth amount of points. Marty fifth at the sprint and race. Granger in sixth. Twig seventh. Spanner eighth. Gaz ninth. Instructive Gene 10th. Well, guys, been a fantastic season, and I'll see you all next season in Division 3. Have a good week off and get some practice in, because we will be right back at it.